Thou shalt decree a thing, and these things will be added on to you. Again, I get my information from ancient books. I don't get it from randos. Gospel of Thomas. Don't mix the old wine with the new wine. If the heaven is both inside and outside of you, but if you consume the outside, you bring the dead back to life, right? So every time you see something outside of you is true, you bring that back to life because you're the cause. And the problem is when you fail to recognize yourself as the cause, then as cause, that's how you bring the old stories back to life. That's how you keep making it relevant for you and your experience, because you keep choosing to be aware of it. And you can't be aware of two realities at once, because how can one materialize? How can one continue, right? So the problem is, a lot of you will look for me, but you'll never find me, right? Where is it, Jesus? Where is it? This was happening. Where is it? Well, see, the problem is, everything is already here. You just can't see it. So what you're actually seeing is you're looking at the old outside of you. That's not even there anymore. It's not there. You don't see. Your eyes don't see. Your mind is showing you. We see the world through our mind. And when you understand you see the world through your mind, you understand that you're the only one that decides what's actually there. It takes your word for it. Because you can look at an old projection of what you used to accept as true and decide something else is actually there. That's why scripture constantly focuses on being aware of the unseen in order to make it seen. I'm not making this shit up out of my ass. I'm not lying to you, bro. I'm not being very vague. I'm just following fucking directions, right? So if you're following directions and you're deciding and you're on top of your mental diet, which is just basically seeing the world through your four pillars all in alignment, you're deciding your self-concept, you're deciding your concept of self, you're deciding what I have and what I don't have, unfortunately, and then you're looking through the world through the perception of 1 through 3. If they're all in alignment, perfect. So if you actually were in your mental diet, then you would decide, this is who I am, this is how I experience relationships and love and men, this is what I have, and then now when I look at the world, I need to see it through that lens. But now you're saying all of those things, but if you neglect yourself, reality neglects you. You become so dim that no one sees you, including your person that doesn't want to commit. Once you address all those areas, not fix them, which is just decide brand new, right? Like Tara says, lie to yourself a little bit. So once you lie to yourself in all four ways, then you keep lying, and then eventually everything will materialize. Simple as that. So lie to yourself, like Tara says, like, look at this. So when this says, he withdraws, still hasn't made, to live together, lie to yourself, be like, he's so close, he's so clingy, we're already living together, we're already together. And every time reality tries to show you the difference, you just be like, he must be up on, packing up, getting ready to move in, or we're already together. If you want to go progress, do progress. If you want to go all the way in, and we're already living together, every time you think of it, we're already together. I don't give a shit. This has nothing to do with me. I understand how reality works, and this is the old. Not introverted anymore, and just like knowing things off the top of my head, feel like I have the answer for everything. Sometimes think like something else is speaking through me half the time, because sometimes I'll watch back old videos. I'm like, well, shit, I did a good job there. Like I wasn't the one speaking. So who the fuck knows? So all I did was tell myself, my mind is worth millions. I'm bright, brilliant, and shining. I always know what to do, how to do it, when to do it, what to say, how to say it, when to fucking say it. I'm fucking brilliant, shining. I always know what to do. I know exactly what to do. I know everything I need to know. Right? That's why it says, know thyself before you accept your new identity. It's good to know who you were. You have infinite intelligence. Say I'm in my true place and I'm doing what I love to do. I did exactly what I did. Right? You're inhabiting the version of you that is existing at the exact same point of time as this version of you in this physical plane. You're deciding in the now moment is happening now. So speak and think like them. Infinite intelligence is the one that rearranges reality that will then make you act naturally through that new state of consciousness to eventually bring to you all of those things in advance. You just give yourself, I fucking love my life. I'm actually in my true place. I'm doing what I love to do. I have so much. I'm set for life. Everything's fucking paid in full. I'm abundant in all areas of my life. I have more than enough love. I have more than enough money. I have more than enough happiness, joy, friendships, anything. You give yourself more than enough. You don't have to be super descriptive. And then these things will be added onto you. All of that will be added onto you. Then you'll start feeling the emotions. You won't feel confused anymore. You'll feel confused. You just inherit these new ideas naturally. You'll start doing things, taking natural action. Type of action that you look back like, oh shit, I didn't realize if I didn't do that, if I didn't talk to this person, I wouldn't be where I am here today. It's always things that you look back and realize, just like I didn't realize adopting Zane was a big part of my materialization of everything. I didn't know that when I did it. And then I realized looking back, that was a huge part. So your only job is to just speak, think as though it's already that way. So how would that version of you say, my life's absolutely perfect, everything about it is. I have obviously everything I fucking want. It's fucking amazing. And stop worrying about needing to be super perfect. You're perfect regardless. Guys, you can only see reality from who you are. Open up their awareness and choose themselves. Or unless I, in my experience, decide that they get it. But that's how it works. Manifestation is being aware and knowing something to be true without proof or evidence, and then no longer wanting it to see it out there. You don't need to see it out there. You need nothing out there because you have everything internally. I would focus on yourself, my friend, and fuck a gift, to be honest with you, because it doesn't matter. And if you focus on yourself so high that you're good with or without this person, then give the gift, because then you're naturally not expecting anything in return. You're giving because you're abundant in all areas of life. There's nothing about you that's lacking. You're not abundant and lack anymore. You're good with or without this fucking person in your physical plane, because you have everything within you already. And you don't need this person to know you are who you wish to be in this now moment. You just already are it, with or without the presence of that person. Then give the gift from that version of you. That's where the magic happens. I want commitment. Why don't you say you have the commitment? If you had the commitment, why would you say I want commitment? How could you want something you already have? What do? I just told you. Dude, you can only have what you already have. Matthew 13:12. If you don't have it, even what you have will be taken away. Right? They're connected to you. You doubt the relationship, so do they. Right? It's quick. First decide that you already have. Give yourself the career now. It's just the inner chatter. Instead of the inner chatter of confusion, you can choose to have the inner chatter of fulfillment. You could do my main rule, which is Romans 4:17, which is immediately describe it as if it's already the way you would like it to be. That God calls things that do not exist as if they already do. And instead, immerse yourself in the inner dialogue as if you're in your ideal end right now, as if it's true now. Like, I have the perfect career now. I make so much fucking money now. I have so much, everything's paid in full, and everything about it is perfect, right? Now, you can decide I don't have to do this, I don't have to do that, or you can just decide everything I do is the right move. It doesn't fucking matter. But don't give yourself confusion, because you're gonna keep giving yourself, you're gonna keep experience reality make you more confused. More people are gonna bring shit up. So recalibrate yourself. Understand you're the only one experiencing yourself. Everyone who speaks through you is reflecting back your own fears of confusion, of wondering how things are gonna happen. Give yourself whatever it is you want as if it's true now. Speak as if it's true now, whenever it comes to mind. I'm not telling you to change anything different. And from there, you'll naturally act. You'll naturally see things that you couldn't see before that will be in your awareness. The same way we're not aware of something until we do, and then, whoa, I was just talking about that, is the same way where, like, all the opportunities are there, but you can't see them from a state of consciousness that wouldn't be aware of it. But once you inhabit the state of consciousness that would be aware of it, then that will make it seen. Then you'll see the things that version of you who already had it would have seen to get there. Then you'll naturally take those actions. Then you'll naturally meet somebody. Then you'll naturally get this advice. Like, that's a good advice, I'll do that. And all you have to do is just simply choose the end result. I decided, I tell myself what's true now, I decide it. I say it's true, boom, done, and I go about my day. If it comes to mind, I immediately describe it as if it's already the way I would like it to be. Not the way I don't want it to be, not the way the 3D show if I don't agree with it. It's as it comes to mind after I make my initial decree. Then, of course, it's going to come into my mind again. I actually want to experience this thing. So if it does, I don't choose to be aware that it's not here in the place that can't show me it here anyway. I say, no, it actually is here because I'm the cause. If I close my eyes and do something, or I open my eyes and do the same thing, my mind thinks I did it in either plane. There is no difference, but I know that I'm the cause and the outside is the effect. I can't change the outside, so if I recognize myself as the truth, then all I have to do is whenever it comes to mind, I describe it that way. That means I am never in consciousness accepting it the other way. And as long as I never accept it the other way, it has to materialize the way I say. So also, because I also know that the internal reality is the actual truth and the outside isn't, it's just everything I've already accepted as true beforehand. And if there's no evidence or proof of it, that's when the old might challenge me. But because I know that the inside is the actual truth, then I will give it to myself on occasion if I feel like it. I won't be like, I have to do this thing. No. If I know the internal is the truth, then I look forward to going within and giving myself the experience. I look forward to going within and literally giving anything I want to myself. And because of that, I understand that nothing is ever lost. And if I understand nothing is actually ever lost, that means I have everything. And if I have everything, then I'm always in a state of detachment because I understand there's nothing that the earth can give me that I don't already have within myself, which is a representation of the devil tempting Christ that I told you guys in the most recent video. It's all the fucking same. Physical appearance and me fucking getting a free bottle of this, a free cup of this, seeing a butterfly. It's all the same. There is no difference. There is no It's your decision and ability to stick with that in consciousness and accept that as true now. If you can't accept it as true, if you think it's not possible, it'll never be possible for you. To man, it's impossible. To God, all things possible. Still keep thinking from the monkey mind, man. It'll never be possible for you. Period. Have that same amount of conviction and truth, and then you would experience that exact same thing. No, it's your trust and ability in it. Because I go by scripture. Scripture says if you say to these mountains, if they crash into the sea, on your word, they'll crash into the word. Therefore, believed you received it, and it is yours, which is right after that. You don't actually have to believe it. You just decree it, and it'll be added onto you. Just say it anyway. Because guess what? Health is physical changes too. If there's one thing, why? Because you're not the body. You're moving in consciousness through a body that is already the way you would like it to be. Then if you're fucking saying that, you're basically telling infinite intelligence, it has to be this fucking one way I said, and then you're going to contradict yourself and you're never going to experience it. So all you got to do is just decide the truth, get the fuck out of the way. My ways are not your ways, my thoughts are not your thoughts. Just like Job says, I'm righteous. Why did this happen to me? You weren't there when I created the world, so don't be there when I'm trying to do this fucking shit, because you don't fucking understand what I'm doing, so don't bother. So just decide the end, the middle plays itself out as long as you remain in that consciousness. Go about your day. I have this is who I am now, and I don't give a fuck what the outside or the inside shows me or tells me. Anyway, how to take the power away from the devil, which just represents how to take the power away from the outside circumstance, how to take the power away from the outside desire, like you need it to be fulfilled. But it's like, you know that can happen. You start giving it good meaning. If it's really screaming, I'm telling you, it's really close to fucking dying. Like, the more things can seem like terrible, usually the breakthrough occurs. And a lot of people have reported that to me. Like, even myself, like I was at the scariest part when everything turned around. I had like 1 day left when all of a sudden I got that email. Hey, we got the perfect job you never applied for that saved your life, bro. Everything you go through, good or bad, is happening for you. So if something good happens and you decided this is my new end, no, I stayed the same because I didn't say that. I said, I'm in my true place doing what I love to do and I have my own fucking business. Right? So regardless of what screams at you, either way, your only job is to stay the same and be indifferent. You know how much power you can literally see whatever is screaming at you, whether it is a person, whether it's a circumstance, how much you take the power away from that thing when you are indifferent to it. And you can extrapolate that to like someone talking shit to your face, like even nothing to do with manifestation. And if it does not move you emotionally, you literally take the power away from them. You can see the power get sucked out of their fucking body when what they said to you had no effect on you. You're like, hey man, you're so pleasant to be around, man. I appreciate you. All right, you have a good day. They would look like, what the fuck? It's like indifference, peace is the most powerful thing because nothing controls you, nothing moves you, because anything that moves you out of your internal state of being, whether it's screaming or it's fucking quiet or stillness, or you allow your ego to give a bad meaning to being at peace, like we should be doing something, bro. Like whatever moves you and takes you out of your internal state will forever control you, because reality manifests your internal identity. So the more you stay the same, the more reality will continue to materialize your internal state of being. Whether you see evidence of it or not, it always is. So stay the same, be indifferent. Who gives a fuck if it's screaming? Give it a good meaning. Well, I'm glad this is fucking screaming. You must be really pissed at me. Well, because that has nothing to do with me anymore. I am this, right? I don't care if I feel this way. I am still this. I'm still this. I understand. I hear these intrusive thoughts. I understand this is actually who I used to be because I shadowed myself, and I understand why this is even happening. And you just go about your day. It's the same thing. Your word trumps the entire thing. Nothing has power over you unless you allow it to. What do you think about laziness? Choice. Who said stop doing stuff because of manifestation? You still have to take an action, but it's natural action. But you'll naturally act. You'll naturally go out and take a walk. It's all from the consciousness. You could do the exact same things you did now before you chose laziness. You could do the exact same things from the old you, exact same actions, but do it from the new state of consciousness, and it'll bring you down a different path to yield you different results to prove to you the new state of consciousness. You do have to take an action. Both sides of the mind are actually going to work in unison. You have a masculine side of the mind and you have a feminine side of the mind. The left side is the masculine side, action-based. The right side is the intuitive, the emotion, the creativity, the imagination, right? So when both are in sync, 10th commandment number 5, honor thy mother and father, that's when things get fucking going. That's when everything is perfect. That's the Adam and Eve together, not before they were split and recognized these things. So when you have both hemispheres of the mind in sync, that's when things are usually flowing and you're naturally taking action based on what you were giving yourself internally, to the point you don't even have to think about it, because infinite intelligence is moving through you as that new version of you that you are materializing here. You're inhabiting that new mind of yours that's already doing it, and then you naturally start to act like that person, think like that person, decree a thing, and these things will be added onto you. You'll naturally think like them. You'll inherit the emotions. You'll inherit the feelings of them, and then every action you take from that state of consciousness will be the right move, right? And then that's when you look back like, well, shit, if I didn't take a left up the road and buy some mangoes for no fucking reason, I wouldn't be where I am today. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. But let's see. If you decide to be mentally fit first, for example, if you want to have the best shape of your life, then you might wake up and you could physically be absolutely shredded, but what you don't understand is you might naturally, you're not going to understand how infinite intelligence is going to do it. It's going to find the easiest way possible. Maybe it's like, you know what, you can get absolutely shredded. I'm going to make sure you stop eating those fucking vegan chocolate chip cookies three times a day. And then maybe, you know what, you're going to kind of get tired of those, and I'm going to randomly give you a craving for beets. Or you're actually going to decide, you know what, I think I want to get more sleep. So then you're naturally going to get more sleep. You're going to start acting and doing things without realizing you're doing it, because you're inhabiting the consciousness as long as you decide to be mentally fit first, right? Or if you decide that everything is easy at school or whatever you're doing, and I'm doing this and I have this and I pass all my grades and everything is so easy, I understand all of these things, reality will make sure that you inherit the mind that makes everything easy. Now you just might wake up and get it. You might go in a meditation like I did and get the downloads, or you might just have an itch and see a random book that you never heard of before and you're like interested. You know what? I think I want to read that shit. You decide to read it, you learn something different. Then for some reason you end up in a fucking workshop, or you end up in a fucking Reddit forum and you meet other people and these people give you a new idea, and then it leads you to this idea, and then all of a sudden you get things differently because you did all of the things because you first decided that was you. You're never going to figure it out. And if you try to figure it out, then that's why you fuck up, because if you're trying to figure something out, then you're not the person who has it. Your job is just to say this is you now and allow everything to unfold. But in actuality, you decided that you fell from grace. You weren't falling from grace. When the 3P showed up, you just gave it the meaning that you fell from grace because the 3P showed up, and then how you interpreted the 3P showing up, which was actually happening for you without you realizing it, understanding that everything you go through is part of the script. I do the good, I do the evil, I do all of these things. Therefore, you need to look at everything as neutral. Something good happens good, something bad happens good. People only think something good happening with their own definition of good means things are working in their favor. Or they make up this thing called movement. But the 3P is movement. Nothing is happening is movement. But you chose to give the definition of 3P that you fell from grace. Like a fallen angel. So poetic in this fall from grace. Remember, failure doesn't exist until you see something and give it that meaning. So in actuality, you never fell. If you actually stayed the same no matter what, you'd be in the exact same place. But guess what? You could be in the same place right now if you decided. It's the meaning. It's not the 3P. You just hate somebody for no reason. It's the definitions you give the third party. Maybe that third party fucking can't stand them. Maybe they can't stand the third party. Do you know that? Maybe when they hang out, they're like, ugh. Maybe when they hang out, they are not intimate whatsoever, and they're like, what am I doing? I can't stop thinking about K27. All you got to decide is, this is what's true now, and I understand the outside is everything I've accepted for myself. It can't show me anything different. Therefore, if I just remain the same regardless of what I see, and as long as I buy some rock climbing gear and make sure I don't fall from fucking grace again, then reality is going to materialize me. And she's already a successful mom. She's got all these contracts. She's doing so fucking well. You have to see her that way now. Imagine her that way right now. Whatever she fucking says, if she says, I hate it, no one gets me work. Like, I'm so happy she's got so much work. Hear her voice telling you great news about it, right? Hear you having a conversation with someone else as if your daughter's already been modeling for like a year. Like, yeah, she's got these deals. She's in fucking Paris now, fucking modeling for Bleu de Chanel or whatever the fuck it is over there. Use your fucking imagination. It's true when you say it now. Until you decide it's not. So just stay in the truth to your faith and self. When you realize that yourself is all you have in the first place, then it's easy to surrender, right? So we want to surrender to self when we don't really need to, Hello, how to not think of time, understand it doesn't exist. You're looking at the third dimensional plane like it's true. It creates the illusion of separation. If you are aware of time, then you are simply aware you don't have it. Now, if you followed my rule of immediately describing everything as if it's already the way you would like it to be, you wouldn't even be fucking thinking about time. So the fact you're thinking about something and the fact that you don't have it, that you're aware of time. All planes of existence are happening now. There is no separation, there is no waiting. That is tied to you being aware it's not in the physical plane. Physical plane will never show it to you. So if you want to waste your time, then you can think about wasting time. You're shining when you're focusing on you. You're shining like in the quantum field and everyone sees you. When you neglect yourself, no one fucking sees you. It's all what you say it's going to be. Like, I drink this and I don't care. I say I don't get drunk, I elevate, right? Who can answer manifestation questions to the accuracy I do while I drink this? I don't know. But that's my thing. Lots of X's have been showing up like crazy, says Karen. Must be that self-concept and concept of self. Must be that everyone hears you. Must be like that analogy I said, in the quantum field, everything is just light. When you focus on self and you focus on the self-concept and concept of self, and you prioritize yourself and you feel so good, you honestly feel so fulfilled. Like, you're looking at everything, you're like, I don't fucking need fucking shit. I'm above everything. Therefore, everything beneath me I can attract, right? But when you put things above you, how are you going to attract that fucking thing? But not only that, when you prioritize yourself, it's like you're this big shining light. You're that porch light at nighttime in the humid tropics, and you put the porch light on and all these fucking bugs come and they're slamming against it. Like, I'm so attracted to you, light. I want to get inside of you, light. Get inside of you. Every time you say, wow, I'm all that is, I'm so magnetic, all the exes are like, wow, Karen, where is she? That's Ecclesiastes 10:20. When you expect it and know it, that's why it's crucial to know who you used to be and know who you were, because then it's like, okay, I know why this is happening. Who gives a fuck? I don't care. That's not the version of this person that I'm choosing. The one I'm choosing is within me, the actual truth, the actual reality, where I can close my eyes and kiss him right now. I can do anything I want with him right now. And my mind can't tell the difference because it doesn't see anything. Our eyes don't see anything. Our mind is showing you the vision. So if your mind is showing you the vision of what you used to accept as true, then basically you're painting a new picture the second you start saying, I am in here, right? You're painting a new picture, but the problem is every time you keep looking over there, you keep looking at that old model, then you start repainting that one. Where every time anything convinces you, it's like someone knocks the paintbrush. Psh, no, you can't do that. And then you start painting the old thing, right? There's nothing outside of you. Nothing there. I made it. If you recognize yourself as the truth, as all it is, if I am the way, I'm the truth. If you recognize yourself as all that is, that you are the truth, then you're basically looking outside of you and saying that's the truth, and therefore you're going to continue to experience just that. You need to remind yourself who the fuck you are. You need to take yourself out of being beneath this person, that you are who you say you are, or you have what you say you have, or how to strip the devil of all of his powers, to basically how to not need anything to manifest everything. The key is knowing yourself as all it is, making a decision and sticking to it regardless if this person says hi to you. I'm going old school, does a cartwheel and says fuck you, or says I love you to death. You stay the same regardless, because you know the end and you understand the outside cannot confirm anything brand new. It's just your old awareness mirrored back to you, your old consciousness mirrored back to you, and then understand that you are actually consciousness. Then you would probably realize, holy shit, I'm literally painting my entire reality the way it is as consciousness, molding me to me. It's mirroring everything back to me. Like Bruce Lee says, be like water. Water takes the shape and form of fucking everything. It fucking goes inside. So inside you, it's going to take the shape of everything you give yourself and show it out there. So if you're as conscious as the way you describe fucking everything is exactly what you're going to experience. The difficulty, what everything means, your definitions, your distortions, your hallucinations, your acknowledgements, your needing, your wanting, will always show the mirror effect of it with the implication of who you are being in that now moment, as you say it, when you say it. Who are you being when you say it? That's how it'll be out there. So just do the opposite. Well, rearrange what you just said as if you have it already. You don't have to know the exact details. Like I didn't know the exact details. I don't know. You think I would have known when I was sitting in an empty fucking apartment with my dog with no furniture that I'd be here talking to you guys? No. And so it's like you just speak from that version. You think from that version of you. You look at the world from that version of you as if it's already that way right now, right? They ask you, hey, like, what's going on? How's work? How's things? And internally describe it like you're telling a friend like how it is right now. Like, oh, I have this, I have this position now, or I got the perfect job, the perfect this. It's like I feel like the less I do, the more I make. It's fucking easy. They make my life easy because you're connected to all of them, right? And you just describe it that way. But don't seek or depend on the outside to give that to you, because it can't. And when you know that's where you are and you don't need the outside to validate, that's when it does, right? Because I'm in the world, but I am not of it. You seek the outside world to love you, but I chose you, I love you, that's why the world hates you. So when you decide new, you're going to notice the opposite, because the world hates you, meaning you are not associated with that old script anymore. That's who you used to be. So therefore, who you used to be hates you. The fact that you feel the doubt, the fact that you hear that voice in your head just shows that you changed internally. The reason why you hear that old self is because things already started moving in your favor, and